Yamaha MT-15, the slick, slender and sleek hypermotard style bike that has been hugely anticipated upon by all the Yamaha fanboys out here. Well, I guess the wait is finally over. So what all do we get with this India spec variant MT-15? Does it have what it takes to grab people's attention in this heavily crowded entry-level premium sport bike category? What kind of buyers are Yamaha targeting with this bike, and whether this will turn out to be yet another blockbuster following the super success of the R15 V3? Now these are the questions that I'll be trying to answer through this review, so let's get started. First, let's look at the differences between the India spec MT-15 variant and the international model. Please note that the India spec variant doesn't get the upside down forks. Instead, we get the 41mm telescopic forks up front. We don't get the aluminium string arm either. Instead, we get a box section swing arm. Also, we only get single channel ABS as standard here for the India spec model, whereas the international variant gets dual channel ABS as an option. We also don't get the multi-function engine kill switch of the international spec model. Now please understand that these are cost cutting measures deployed to keep a check on the price. Now looking at what we get for the Indian market, the good thing is that the design has been brought in unchanged, and I love the radical and futuristic styling that Yamaha have adopted here with the MT-15. Now termed as the Dark Warrior, the headlight assembly resembles the face of a samurai warrior. Moving on to the profile, we have the compact and contemporary design theme of the bike truly coming alive. The tank is well sculpted. The single piece seat reminds us of the layout found in the bigger MT series of motorcycles. At the back, the tail lamp comes neatly integrated and completes a really striking design which looks amazing from almost any angle you choose to look at it from. The speedo console is the same unit as that of the R15 V3. Next, looking at the powertrain, we get the same engine here as that of the R15 V3, powering the MT-15 with the same 155cc liquid-cooled fuel-injected 4-valve engine with an SOHC layout that puts out a max power of 19.3 PS at 10,000 RPM and 14.7 Nm of max torque at 8,500 RPM. We get a 6-speed gearbox. Taking the bike out for a spin, I have to say the bike feels incredibly nimble and agile, just as its compact design suggests. Now I had the privilege of testing this bike at the BIC, and I have to say I was extremely tired at the fag end of the day, but as I rode this bike with the sun setting in the background, the feeling was truly refreshing. It's like figure skating with just the ideal dance partner who turns and twists and flips just the way you want her to, setting the skating rink on fire. The engine is super refined with no hint of vibration whatsoever. The chunky 41mm front forks offer a superb front end feel. You don't really miss the upside down forks all that much. You only wish you had mid-sellers at both ends to give you that extra bit of confidence to push the bike to its limits. The rear shock holds up really well at high speeds. The Delta Box frame offers superb rigidity and balance. I honestly feel the inclusion of the aluminium string arm would have truly taken the handling quotient of this bike to a whole new level. However, honestly speaking, people are not going to ride this bike daily on a track, so I guess for street rides, the kind of equipment that we get with this bike is more than sufficient. We then have the Variable Valve Actuation system, the same tech used in the R15 V3, which means there are two intake valve cams, one for low to mid-range RPM and another for high RPM. They switch between each other at around the 7000 RPM mark to ensure even and consistent spread of power and torque throughout the rev band. The refinement is on point with no hint of vibration even when doing triple-digit speeds. The seating ergonomics are perfectly sorted out to offer an upright seating posture. So overall, in terms of riding pleasure, the bike feels a lot lighter than its weight of 138 kg suggests. The brakes are really good. We get a 282mm disc up front and a 220mm disc at the back. And as mentioned before, we only get single channel ABS with the MT-15, which means ABS is operational only on the front wheel. Please do watch my Dinopedia video about how the ABS technology actually works. You'll find the link in the description portion below. The overall braking performance is pretty good, and I'll be uploading my braking test video separately soon. The tank capacity is 10 liters, which I feel could have been slightly higher to offer better tank range. Seat height is 810mm, ideally set to appeal to riders of all sizes. Ground clearance is 155mm, which is more than sufficient to clear the speed breakers in our cities. Mileage wise, I believe we can expect anything close to 45 kmpl in real world conditions from this bike. Now coming to the price, the Yamaha MT-15 has now finally been launched here in India at the price of rupees 1.36 lakhs ex-showroom Delhi, which makes the MT-15 just rupees 3,350 cheaper than the R15 V3. Now looking at the buyers Yamaha is trying to target with the MT-15, I have to say it is the entry-level premium naked sport bike buyers. The FZ25, which is priced lower than the MT-15, is more of a tourer, whereas Yamaha is positioning the MT as a hypermotard style bike which looks more premium, more radical, more aggressive, and also offers a sportier performance. Given the huge fan following that brand Yamaha enjoys across our nation, and given the bulletproof reliability that comes as standard with Yamaha bikes, I'm sure the MT-15 will make a significant impact in the entry-level naked sport bike category. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you